Hello, everybody. It is that time. We are back at it again.
Ah.
For those who do not know who the voices belong to, I am Dragon's Fury, and the other is.
Oh, right, me. Hey, that's gonna be
Yep,
Hornberg
yep,
over here.
yep. For those who are returning, thank you. We love you, and all the new people, thank you. We love you now. Housekeeping: we are officially on YouTube due
Housing.
to the change of Google podcasts, so we are all
It's
there.
so
So
crazy to me.
all the episodes are on the YouTube under the podcast playlist under my account specifically, but the links will take you there from the main page on Spotify. If they aren't working right now, they will be working because I've been trying to fix the links. I had them working and then they stopped working, and I got to get them working again, and it's a whole thing. But they're there.
Technology.
So either follow the link or go directly to my page at Dragon's Fury 93. It is the icon with our logo on it. And yeah. So it has been a week since last episode, and a week. I mean, League still sucks. They really need to fix that ranking thing like sooner. I need that patch to come out like yesterday. I am Iron 3 now. I was
Gee,
Iron 1.
I was gonna say, it's like I thought you were getting closer to bronze.
I was. And then I got the most idiotic. It. I only say there's only been 2 matches that I say that I'm willing to accept that is like, all right, this was just a loss, as in they just played it better. And it was the one where they backdoored because both bases were open, and then that's just the strategy. And then the one I played today, which was they just outscaled us. You just can't beat that. It is what it is. Like, if it goes on for too long, which it did, we just couldn't fight anybody anymore. We were able
Yeah.
to fight people, and then we couldn't. It is what it is. That's happened. Those are the only 2 times that I've been like, yeah, okay, just gotta take that L. The rest of them,
Game
people
over.
just people just freaking losing their mental. Like, people quitting, people just straight up throwing, people thinking the game is about them. And I was like, dude, just because there are roles doesn't mean you're the center of anything anymore. Like, I don't understand. We need to be playing for objectives, no matter what that objective is, and we need to collectively be able to understand we can't get something, and we need to give it and go take something else. So, like, the last.
People don't like to hear the answer no.
I understand, but when you get a gray screen, that's a different kind of no. But it still should be, easier to understand that, hey, what you just didn't fucking work.
Yeah. Good old gray screen simulator.
Yeah, the gray screen. And I'm just like, yo, this is fucking bonkers. So, like, not like I had hope to begin with. Like, there was a mild, like, inclination that I might have been able to find a nice area in the bronze bullshit to be closer to where I wanted to be in the ranking and whatever, but also I still would have lost it because I want to get all the rank rewards anyway. I want the skin, even if I'm not going to use it or not. And let's be real, I will use it at least once because that's how I do with skins. I will spam that character for at least a week and then never play them again. Because it's Tryndamere was last season's. I ain't playing Tryndamere outside of me spamming the skin. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, the spot heart looks good though.
So yeah, no, great stuff. I did the same thing with Nivea. Hadn't touched a Nivea for last time I played a Nivea 4 days ago after not playing her for like 2 months.
Jesus.
So
And Nubia is decent too.
yeah, and Nivea is decent, but the problem is that everyone else isn't. We're not all
Well,
just kind of. And then to greater put that the matchmaking is absolute trash. Streamer I follow, love her, right? She goes just before we start recording. She goes into a match. She's gold on this account, right? There is a Iron 3 top laner on the enemy team.
wait, what?
Exactly. It's a gold lobby. Most of them are gold. There was one iron, a bronze, and a silver, and everybody else was gold. Explain to me
That
why that is even possible.
that shouldn't be possible because like once you're more than what was it? Once you hit two divisions apart from another player, you can't play with them.
Right. So, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if the iron came with the silver, but either way, you shouldn't be going into a mostly gold lobby.
Yeah, no, like unless like the person who's silver had like a high MMR at the end and was like in gold and just ended up in silver. But even then, I'm just like, yeah, no, that shouldn't
No,
even be
yeah.
allowed. I
There
feel
should
bad for
be at
that
least
iron
more.
person.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, dude, and like this is just proof that no matter what you do, the game is against you. Because they looked up their stats. They had like a 41% win rate, but my money's on they had a string of good games, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you're supposed to be playing with these people, and then they're probably gonna get walked by these golds.
I don't want to be here.
Like, which one of these do not belong here? Like, it's ridiculous. It's yeah. Power World's great. I've expanded to the cold area because my coworker came in with me and he's like, "All right, time to die." So I had to drop all my
Okay.
shit, put it in the thing, and then die, and then spawn to the other regions on the other side of the map and go find that fast travel. And I've unlocked my second base, so I now have a mining spot for ore.
Nice, nice.
Um, so I gotta periodically go there because I can't trust my transport people to actually transport while the guy's mining. Because found this out the hard way. You need mining two to do ore. Um,
Really?
yeah. Hold on, let's see what Zuko's up to. Zuko, baby, what's wrong? I know. Oh, okay. I know what it is. It's the next door neighbor. No, you can't go see your girlfriend that you want to be your girlfriend. She doesn't want anything to do with it. She's too old for you, and you know better. Like he's literally tried to run into their
Apparently not.
apartment. Like
He apparently
straight
doesn't
up
know
just
better.
invade. Yeah, just invade. No, he knows better. He just chooses to ignore those things that he knows. Um, and so, yeah, that's what he's done. But so the main thing of discussion was streaming and the state of the social space. Where you think it's headed? How do you think it is right now? And do you think we're in a rut?
Um, well, yeah, that's a topic after what happened with the Genshin streaming community over the weekend.
Oh, do tell.
Oh God, like obviously, like I've only been seeing the pieces of it because I try to keep negativity out of my life as much as I can. But let's just say that uh various content creators, I'm not gonna name drop, or unless you want me to, then whatever. But
Yeah, we don't need to.
bit, huh?
We don't need the name drop. They
Okay.
know what they did.
Yeah, they do. And like anyone listening, like if you've seen like the drama on Twitter, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a lot of right now. It's like part of it seems like he said, she said type situation, which, as you know, with social media, just makes a fire rage greatly. But also a lot of the drama stems from one streamer who likes to pick fights, and then another one who he never. This one also never wants to admit he's wrong.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's like you have basically a rock and a hard place, and it's just like, and all this other drama's coming out in the same in the same community, and it's just like, yeah, fuck, I'm name dropping. So the one who likes to start fights is Tectone. and the one who does not know how to say sorry majority of the time is Atsu or Asian Guy Streams. Like, I never watched Tectone. I watched Asian Guy Streams. Like, I enjoyed his content, but it's just like this whole drama situation, and they're bringing in other content creators that are like in the friend groups and stuff, and like bringing up things saying it's like, oh, this one did this one did that. I'm just like, how about you guys just act like adults and don't bring this to social media and
Yeah.
like I actually discuss it and try to work out your problems? It's like this isn't healthy. I mean, to be fair, like I mean, I've seen various things with Tecton. Like, yeah, he does like instigate sometimes, but Atsu, yeah, no, he needs to like it's like, hey, just chill. Don't take things to social media because people are going to throw things out of context, and the fire is just going to burn even greater. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
but
that
yeah,
sounds
so
fun.
yeah, the Genshin community is just on fire right now, and like it's crazy.
So was it even stemming from the game, or was it
Yes,
just some bullshit? Okay.
yeah, it started from the game because like uh it was so dumb because like from what I saw, like obviously like I don't have all the information, but from what I saw, Tectone was complaining about the because right now in Genshin is the Chinese New Year, so we get rewards and stuff, and Tectone was complaining about the lack of rewards because to be fair, the people in charge of Genshin they do not know what a reward is.
That's a fucking fact, and I don't even play the game.
Yep. Yeah, it's like yo Hoyoverse, how about you take everything that you have been doing with Star Rail and Honkai Impact and move that to Genshin, please? Because goddamn, you guys are doing it right over there. But and then like so it basically spawned from that, and then for some reason it devolved into like attacking other content creators that I guess were okay with the rewards, most because like let's face it, most Genshin content creators have just come to accept like unless Hoyoverse actually like changes the director of Genshin, nothing's going to change. Because
Right.
fun fact, the current director of Genshin Impact was the original director of Honkai Impact.
He's salty.
Oh yeah, no, he is very salty because like they took him off of like the moment he left Honkai Impact became like great with rewards. Like that's why Honkai Impact gives like free 5 stars and free a shit ton of rewards. It's like literally the new director gives stuff away.
Yeah.
It's like this is how you make sure you have a successful game.
Yeah. That
But
it's rough.
But yeah, I'll leave that. I don't want to bring that drama into this episode because it's a lot. Like if you just go on social media, you'll be able to find it. It's God, it's quieted down a little bit from the weekend, but yeah, you still see some remnants, and yeah, people are still ridiculous.
Oh man. So in the same vein, but not like really too much. So in the same vein, at least in negativity, it just brought up a very interesting point that I've had the idea before, and because I'm always judging everybody,
Yep.
about Ninja and how I don't know who it was, but it was like some competitor for Fortnite or whatever who's like 18, and he's talking how basically it's got like he was basically saying that Ninja was like washed up, and not in like a malicious way or anything. He was just saying as a point of fact that it's like Ninja's been in the game for so long that the game has morphed into something different, and
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
not the
yeah,
same thing
Fortnite.
that um
Yeah, no,
of what
Fortnite is
he
a
came
lot
into.
different. Yeah, it's a lot different from when Ninja first started.
And which is hilarious. And what I would and it goes along with what Ninja's even said himself is like the reason why he stopped doing builds was because it was just too sweaty. Like it was making him work too hard for what he wanted, like more than what he wanted to do. And he was like accepted that. He's like, it is what it is. Like I'm just doing zero build. This is what it does. And I was like, okay, yeah, I see it.
But
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 I'm
have
with the other guy.
but also have the content creators for Fortnite come out and like like realize that hey, you guys are the reason why Fortnite became so sweaty?
Well, I don't know if
Oh,
they'll ever
part of the
come.
reason. Part of the reason.
I don't know if it's that or it's like I think yes, it became sweaty, but then the competitive scene is really what's keeping it that way
Yeah.
because that's where it not like, Apex or Call of Duty at the time.
Call of
You
Duty.
had these, designated like lobbies for ranked. Yes, you have ranked Fortnite now, but that's not the same as it was because before they changed the system with ranked, that was true ranked. That was you have to be strategic with what you're doing. You have to manage your resources. You have to manage your rotations. You have to manage your fights that you do with. You have to figure
Yeah,
out which fights you
you
need to
gotta
take.
fight for it.
Like, yeah, you have to fight for it. Now it's just kind of and it's not its fault per se. It's more of the way that the map set up and the way that the game is that a lot of it is more rewarded of you just existing versus you existing and removing the others. And because of that, it seems like the people who are like, striving to be on like competitive scene, they're in your regular lobbies. They're
Mhm.
not in the competitive spot. Like, yes, they'll probably be in competitive, but let's be real, those ones are the ones who are jumping to Unreal like in no time. And so they're going to regulars, and the same thing happens in Apex. Ranked gets to a certain point that they were like, okay, this is what it is, but due to shit matchmaking, you're going to end up going against someone who is significantly better than you and you didn't stand a chance to even begin with, and now your experience is ruined because they're having a good game or a bad game, but their bad game is you on a great day. Like
Yeah.
it's just a bad mixing of like skills. And the video I had saw, they were talking about how it's like even the guy who was talking, even being at 18, he still feels like he's still on the back end of his like effectiveness of it because there's just so many of these younger like players who are like 14, 15 who are competing on like national stages and like are dominating. And you're just like, the older you get, obviously, your reaction time's not the same, and like you don't necessarily have the same ability to stick with what's the new strategies, what the current, I wouldn't say meta, but like the current way that the game is
Current strategy.
developed.
Survive.
Yeah, survive and like and like all these like crazy things that they're pulling off or whatever, because it's just, the creativity of the kids. And that being said, I'm just wondering, it's like, okay, when are these creators actually going to, I don't want to say give up the ghost, but more so of when are you going to stop doing content for the sake of doing content and doing content because that's what you enjoy? Because at what point do you say I no longer can compete and you try to like enjoy the game on a regular but you can't because it's still sweaty? And
Hmm.
so at what point do you let it go? Is my question to them, or just anyone in that general. Like, at what point do you just let it go? Like, when do you move on to another game? Um,
I guess for most streamers, like either they would either drop a game like if their viewership is dropping greatly, or if they just get tired of the game.
right.
That's normally how it goes. But
Well, right, but like if you get tired of
you
the
do have
game,
the
you still
stubborn
have to
ones.
find you have to find, yeah, and then you have to find a game. But I'm speaking more of like the bigger streamers, like the ones that like have like 150 people in the stream as soon as you get the notification that they've gone live. These are the
Yeah,
ones I'm talking about. Like
those are the crazy ones.
the diehards, like the ones where like your community is at a point that you, outside of doing something horrendous, they're going to follow you wherever you go, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is, I was having this conversation with my with a guy at work. He's just like, he's in for the week, and we were talking about how there's there's just not a lot of unique games anymore. Like it's just the same shit all across the board. And
Yeah.
I feel like a great way to fix that is because there's still, I'm not saying it's that so much. Okay, let me rephrase that. it's not that there's not creative games out there. It's just those creative games aren't known because of either A, bad publicity, or B, they're overshadowed by like the popular run of the mill cookie cutter like games that are just like taking everyone's attention because we all have the attention span of a rodent. And that's just how we're all collectively getting serotonin is just watching either A, someone rage out of their mind over a game that you collectively rage over, so you're bonding over this rage you have,
Dark
or
Souls.
yes, like Elden Ring, all of those styles. And then
Oh
on
god,
the other
Elden Ring.
side you have like all the
Okay.
happy go lucky stuff of just people like just vibing and chilling whatever, and they're just like trying to get away from it all, which is nothing wrong. But I feel like those top streamers are the ones who are going to be able to make it that these newer games that want to come out have a chance versus it's just the same set that you see. It's like that's that. And Ghostwire being like a main one. Like Ghostwire is
Mhm.
a great game. Came out, what was it, maybe 2 years ago? And because I got it free, so it's been out for a minute. But like, I don't remember seeing jack shit about it because it was for PlayStation, and I was like, but PlayStation has pretty good publicity about like games coming and like doing their devs and all that stuff. So it's like, why did I not like hear about this? Like, and especially with me having a PS4, I should have at least seen something about it. Um,
Like I
like
remember I saw some stuff mostly when like they first announced it at was it E3? Might have been E3 when they first announced it.
so and like stuff like that, and then just like also with the way I understand there is a finite amount of people that can watch something and there's a finite amount of like time that you can do with it. It just also seems like at what point do you like when does the change happen? When do we get the stuff the cycle back through? When do we get those like niche things that get their pop off because everyone's collectively found it, and we're all like, it was like, hey, let's do this. Like, hey, let's do this. Prime example. Who the hell is still playing Heroes of the Storm?
Wait, that game's still around?
Yeah. I'm on the browse list for Twitch, and there is 4.3 thousand viewers watching channels related to Heroes of the Storm.
That
Explain to me what the fuck.
that that's actually impressive.
Right.
'Cause that game
But it was
that,
like,
that game was so unbalanced.
so like if games like that have all of these viewers, like how are they not like moving up if it's like something that actually is like lovable? Here's one that's coming on the come up, and I can't wait for it to take over again, is Warframe. Because people
Mm.
are going back into realizing that how much fun that game is, and like it goes in waves. It's like you get stuck on it for a bunch, you play, and then you kind of drop off because you're like, oh my god, this thing has literally got me in a chokehold. You finally break out of it, and then it sucks you back in on like another big update. And so I'm just waiting for it to just trap all of its old players again, and and
I would
just
like
wring them dry.
I would like to think that Warframe has like really popped off again because of like all those like TikToks of that one frame that's just fast as hell.
But he's been around for a while. He's not new.
Well, I know, but it's all but the thing is like because it's been showing up again, people are just like, "Ooh, what is this? Let me check this out."
Oh,
It's like
most definitely.
it's like it's getting people in either into or back into the game because people are like, "Oh, hey, I have this Warframe. Let's go dig around."
Right? But the ones who are posting this of them being this fast are the fuckers who were in the chokehold this whole time, and they've been
And they can't get out.
and they can't get out because like that's not some kind of game. That's not a
All,
build you can do
all,
in the
all,
beginning or
all
anything.
all of those TikToks are their cries for help.
Yeah, they're crying for help and no one's listening.
Yep.
They're like, get me out of here. Like, no, no, yeah. They're posting it because it's like This is all I have left is just to run across the open air and do absolutely bumfuck
Maybe if I
nothing.
run fast
And
enough, I can break out.
I can break free. No, and they're like, oh, I want to do that too. Like, no. I was like, it's so funny. Because I remember it was originally Volt. It was the frame that was the fastest. And then he dropped, I think it's Gay, is it Gauss or Gauss or something like that? Something with a G. But he's been
Us.
out for a while. And but now again, like you said, it's popping up on TikTok again. But that's what I always that's the thing that I wish I could get like that insider data of like why stuff goes viral. Like who who is it that kicks off that spiral like snowball? Because the video's just out there, right? They're just posting it for the sake of posting it. Someone just posts it and they're just like, I just want people to know about this. They're not expecting it to go viral, and then they like wake up, and then it's like, oh look, everything in their mama is in here commenting. There's views out the thing. They got notifications, all these follows, because they realize it's like, hey, look, you've been doing this for like 6 months, and you have all these videos of things that are interesting to us, and then they pop off. I want to know what's the determining factor, because even when I did that experiment with my account, the amount of views that those random ass videos got made no sense. It made no sense. It is just me in my mask in the dark asking a question like a creeper on a Tuesday.
Yep. Oh no.
Just on a Tuesday,
Not
right?
not not the Tuesday.
Not the Tuesday. For those who know, you're real fans. Um and it's just like it almost what did that do? Hold on, let's see. Let me pop that open. How much did that first video get? Like on views? Like it made no sense. 927 views for a random ass video that I'd posted from a random account that it's my account, but like I don't do anything on it outside of that thing. I was just
Or
doing an
random.
experiment.
Oh, my, but it's random.
Yeah, it's but yeah, no, it's totally random because like I'm following about like 565 people. I'm not on here to be a content creator or whatever, but like this and then like the next video I did randomly 889. Who the hell is seeing this? And at the same time, it's like, who's dictating it? I need to know. Tell me the
Telling me your
information of
secret.
the algorithm gods. That's what I need to know. That's what I want to know. And like stuff like that. So to wrap things up, where do you think let's say 5 years. Where do you see the state of streaming being?
Ooh. 5 years for streaming. Oh god, with how much like limitations and like hits streaming has gone, oof. It's definitely not gonna look the way it is now. Like I that I can be sure of. Um, I'm gonna keep it positive. I'm gonna say streaming is going to become a lot more VR focused and augmented reality focused.
Okay. Okay.
I want to keep it
Well,
positive because I hope for that.
because as per usual, I'm gonna be negative. I think it's gonna implode. I I think it's gonna implode.
Yeah, I was trying to stay away from that one.
I think I think Twitch is gonna pull some shit because there's gonna be. I'm thinking there's gonna be another morgue pie situation. If you know, you know. If you don't, nah, you're too young to be here. Um, and they're going to bend over backwards, and it's going to rub people the wrong way to a point that they're going to straight up jump ship.
Think
All
on
of the
YouTube.
other platforms are not going to do well enough to sustain themselves for Twitch's downfall, just like Mixer. Um,
Mixer was such a good idea.
I don't think Kick is gonna really get off the ground.
Yeah,
YouTube
I haven't really heard much
is
about that one.
YouTube's a no man's land anyway.
Yeah, it's just there.
Um, So like streaming to YouTube, it's a no man's land anyway, so it's
There are
already
there are
imploded.
yeah, but there are Twitch streamers that are trying to like also stream on YouTube as well.
Well, that's fine. Doesn't mean it's not. You're the problem. The source of the problem is going to other platforms. It's not going to change anything.
Oh, yeah.
I think the streamer mindset needs to change overall. It needs to be more so of I'm doing this because I love what I'm doing versus I'm doing this under the guise I love what I'm doing. Like, because we've all seen those videos of the streamers who are like, being rude to the chat or this whatever because they feel entitled, this, that, or whatever. And it's
Yeah,
like
I hate those content creators.
the thing is that is even if it's not overt, that's still that's still like the underlying thing. Like the people you're streaming to still, especially if it's your full-time thing, they're the ones lining your pockets. So you still have to cater to them to some degree, and if they're just a bunch of degenerates, like Finn's population, just a bunch of degenerates, um, yeah, I feel like it's just going to just completely cannibalize itself. And I'm not saying it's going to die, but it's definitely going to be on life support. And
Yeah,
people are going to be fighting pulling the plug.
they're gonna try.
They're going to try. It's and unless there's like a big wave of change in how the company treats its content creators and how the content creators treat the viewers and how the viewers treat the streamers, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. I would like yours to be the better of the outcomes, but I said what I said.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, I feel like it's gonna be a combination of our two angles. So there's gonna
Yeah.
be some implosions here and there, but there will be some like positives here as well.
Oh, most definitely. It's we do the extremes we do it as what the kids say. I do it for the plot, which is a hilarious statement in and of itself.
Did they say that these days?
I don't know. Apparently, I was just watching a video. It was like a teacher asking like what's in and what's not, and it's like a bunch of like
It's like what was
six,
there like
seventh
do for
graders.
the meme or something
Yeah, it was
before?
like do it for the vine, do it for the meme, YOLO, do it for the plot. It's all the same thing. Do it for the sake of doing it. To tell somebody
Just
later.
do
Do blip. So for everyone else, we will continue the discussion with whatever game I choose upon recording in our subscriber episode. So be sure to subscribe to get the rest of the funness. And the Patreon link is in the description. And we will see you on the flip.
See y'all next time.